Hello, I am Professor Firoz Sheikh, working as assistant professor at Art, Science and Commerce College, Indapur. Today, I am going to teach FY BA compulsory English subject. Today's topic is communication skill. Today we are going to discuss communication skill. Okay, it is prescribed. This is the fourth chapter, fourth unit of our compulsory English subject, in which we are going to discuss different types of communication and different events of communication skills. In the previous lecture, we discussed about communication skill. Also, we discussed the books prescribed for our compulsory English, that is Literary Glean, in which we taught about prose such as Engine Trouble, written by R.K. Narayan, then On Saying Please, written by A.G. Gardiner, then The Gift of Maggie, written by O. Henry. These three prose we discussed in previous lectures, and also we dealt with the poem Red Rose, written by Robert Burns. So these prose and poetry we discussed in previous lectures. Today's session we are going to discuss with communication skill, in which we are going to define communication. Then we are going to focus on different elements of communication such as context, sender, receiver, channel, feedback, encoding and decoding. We are going to discuss in lecture. Then we are also going to discuss the different types of communication such as formal and informal communication. Then also we discuss the verbal and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication also divided between two types, that is vocal and non-vocal communication, and non-verbal communication also divided between two types, that is body language communication and graphic language communication. This we are going to discuss in this chapter. The prime objective of this session, communication skill, is to acquaint student with the communication. As we know that English is not our mother tongue, it is our second language or official language. So in today's world, to speak in English, it's a big challenge in front of the student, mostly in rural area. So the objective behind this chapter is to develop ability among the student to express themselves in English, also increase the proficiency in performing, also ability to develop the speaking skill. The student can able to share their ideas, views, thoughts in English. This is the prime objective of this session. Today, the communication skill. Friends, the communication is activity when we share ideas, that is called the communication. As we know that the language develops from long when human beings started exchanging ideas, language develops, that communication activity started from the human exchange of message. So we can simply define the communication as an exchange of ideas, thoughts, feeling between two or more person. Okay, when the person share ideas, express ideas, that is called the communication. So today I am teaching you communication. So I am sender, I am sending message to my student. This is called the communication. So we can say the communication is an exchange of ideas, thought, feeling between two or more person. But in today's world or this scientific world, the two people, if the two people does not face to face, they can exchange the message. For example, the people speaking on telephone, we can share the idea. Even though one people live in Mumbai, another people living in US, UK, he can share the feelings, ideas, information, even though they are not front of each other. So the communication activity can take place even though the person does not front of each other, but to complete this communication activity, we must need at least two people or two person. One is sender, another is communication. So this communication activity can take place anywhere. Okay, you can in lecture hall, seminar hall, conferences, canteen, playground, then at the home, at we can say the hall, anywhere. When the two person human being exchange ideas, that is called the communication. From ancient time, the human being use this skill to deliver the ideas, deliver the message, that is called the communication. But nowadays the communication activity become more scientific. Today the people are researching on this communication activity. They found lot of proper properties, different functions, different aspect, different elements of this communication. So today we are going to focus on some elements of communication. The first important elements of communication is context. Context means information. When the sender, the person want to exchange the message, when person want to share the idea, transfer the idea, he must have some idea in his mind, right? Today I am going to teach you communication skill or different types of communication, elements of communication. It means I have some idea about the communication in my mind. I have message, I have information which I am going to share to you. That is called the context of communication or information of communication. Okay. Then second important type is called the sender. Sender means the person who share the message. Person who share the message, that is called the sender. Okay. For example, if you take in scientific language or technical language, the person who transferred abstract knowledge in a concrete form, that is called the sender. For example, today I have knowledge in my mind that is in abstract form, but I am with the help of my mouth, I am sharing this idea to you in my words, that is I am making it concrete, that is called the message. So for person who sharing the ideas, that is called the sender. The third important elements of communication is receiver. The person who receive the message, understand the message, that is called the receiver. For example, you are now receiver. You are listening my message. You are focusing on my message. You are understanding the message, that is called the receiver. For example, in technical language, the person who convert the concrete message in abstract form in a brain to understand the message, to contemplate the message, that person is called the receiver. Now you are playing the role of receiver. The fourth important element of communication is, that is called the channel. Channel means the medium of communication. Okay. So today I am speaking with you. I am using the LMS learning management system as a channel to teach you or share my ideas. Okay. Suppose example, when two friends or two students are speaking with one another, when they are facing with one another, they are using voice vibration channel. Okay, my voice is transferred to you. Different kind of channels are there. For example, if you are speaking on a telephone or mobile phone, you are using the particular coverage or that range or a particular company, maybe Airtel, Jio, whatever, as a channel to communicate your ideas. Okay, or if you are exchanging message with the help of the email, you are using internet as a channel to exchange the message. So these are the mediums which make the communication possible. Okay, so there are different kind of channel. For example, the person speaking for the thousands of audiences, he using the mic system as a channel. For example, Prime Minister speaking with the country people, like we see the Man Ki Baat, he used radio as a channel to communication. He used the different news channel to exchange the message. So these are the different mediums through which we exchange the message, that is called the channel of communication. The next important elements of communication is encoding. Encoding means the process of transferring the message is called the encoding. Okay, so let me give a very simple example. When you transfer the message on your mobile phone, okay, you type the mobile and press the send button or icon, the message started sending. The process of sending the message is called the encoding. It means today I have message in my mind, okay, and with whatever message in my mind, it is an abstract form. I am converting into concrete form in the words, in verbal form to you. So this process of brain working on the process of sending message, that process is called the encoding. So you can simply say the process of sending message is called encoding. It only sender do the encoding. And the second next important element is decoding. Decoding means the process of receiving message or understanding message, comprehending message, that is called the decoding. Okay, so I am sending the message, you are listening the message, your brain work on the message, you starting understanding message, that process is called the decoding. For example, I am sending my message with the help of the words, I using this learning management system channel. You are receiving the message, you are understanding the message, and you are understanding the process of understanding the message. It means concrete message is converted into abstract form into the brain. That process is called the decoding. And the last one is called the feedback. Feedback means the response given by the receiver to sender. Okay, so if you want to complete the communication activity, there should be feedback from the receiver. Okay, if receiver does not respond, does not give the feedback, we can say that there is no communication activity. So if you want to complete this communication activity, these 7 elements should work properly. If sender is not properly there, sender does not express the proper meaning, receiver cannot understand the meaning, communication activity fails. If receiver does not receive the message properly, he does not make the attentive proper activity to understand the message, receiver message communication activity cannot complete. Then there should be selection of proper channel. One more important factor that, okay, today I am teaching you, I selected one of the important channel that my student can understand properly, student can make the have proper contact with me. So I use this learning management system. So I selected the proper channel. Okay, so your selection of proper channel affect the communication process. Okay, and last one is that there should be proper feedback system. So these 7 components, 7 elements, if work properly at proper sequence, proper time, definitely we are going to complete the communication process. So this is called the elements of communication or characteristic of communication. Now friends, we are going to move toward the next type of communication. As we know that the communication is a daily activity. Anytime, everywhere communication take place, at canteen, at lecture hall, seminar hall, everywhere. When we speak with our mother, our father, our friend, our brother, our sister, we take part in communication. We are doing activity of communication. So communication is continuous process. It happens when we from first morning to end. From it happen, so communication activity took place. So today we are going to discuss what is type of communication. As we discussed, the communication is an exchange of ideas, thought, feeling between 2 or more person. Now we are going to discuss the types of communication. The one type of communication is formal communication and informal communication. Formal communication and informal communication, as you know that we know that formal letter and informal letter. But informal letter, the letter share between an official situation, from teacher to student, from student to teacher, from clerk to principal. This is called the formal letter. And informal means the letter sent from the brother to sister, mother to daughter. That is called the informal letter. The same happen here. The communication also divided between 2 types, that is formal communication and informal communication. It means the formal communication when the communication take place between the two person or two interlocutor who share the formal relationship or official relationship, that is called the formal communication. For example, teacher speaking with the student. This activity is a formal communication. For in seminar hall, conference hall, teacher speaking with the student, inspector speaking with constable, doctor speaking with patient. So these are the communication is called the formal communication. So this formal communication bounds with some characteristic. Okay, that should be a topic bound. The formal communication should be topic bound, time bound, and there should be a situation bound. Okay, so formal communication, there should be proper subject, proper topic. Okay, there should be a proper place. Formal communication relatively only take place at the offices. Okay, for example, in college, lecture hall, principal cabin. Okay, it is called the formal situation. So it is a time bound, it is a topic bound, it is subject bound. We can say the time means the formal communication, there is a proper time. For example, your college time is 7:30 to 12:30. So this communication take place between the 7:30, that is called the formal communication. So we can simply say that the communication take place between the person or interlocutor who share the formal relationship, that is called the formal communication. Now informal communication, there's informal communication can take place between the person who share the informal personal relationship. Okay, so there is a no bound of topic, there is a no bound of subject, there is a no bound of time at all. So informal communication can take place anytime, anywhere. Okay, you can speak with your friend at night 2 o'clock. Okay, it can happen. Okay, so the communication will take place between the interlocutor who share the informal relationship, that is called the informal communication. Then the communication also divide between two types, that is called the verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Verbal means words. Verbal words refer to words. Verbal communication means the communication with the help of the words, that is called the verbal communication. In which the communication in which when we use the words, letters to exchange the ideas, thoughts, feeling, emotion, that is called the verbal communication. For example, now I am speaking with you, I am using the words, that is called the verbal communication. Okay, so father speak with daughter, son, that is verbal communication. The verbal communication also divide between two types, that is one is oral communication and second is written communication. What is my oral communication? The oral communication means when we exchange the ideas, thoughts, feeling between two or more person with the help of the words. When we use the sound to exchange the words, ideas, feeling, that is called the verbal communication. Okay, so now I am speaking with you, this is verbal communication because I am using my sound to exchange my idea, that is called the verbal communication. For any news channel, news or Man Ki Baat, our president or prime minister of India used in speak in Man Ki Baat, he used verbal communication to exchange the idea, that is called the oral verbal communication. Now next is called the written verbal communication. Written communication means when we exchange the ideas with the help of the written form, that is called the written verbal communication. For example, if I send the message on WhatsApp group, written communication. If I send the message email, that is written communication. If I send the letter to you, written communication. If I paste the notice on your notice board, written communication. So these are the emails, chat, WhatsApp. These are the form of written communication in which you use letters to transfer the message, that is called the written communication. So these are the type of oral communication and written communication. Then another most important topic in a type of communication is non-verbal communication. In non-verbal communication, when we exchange the ideas, thoughts, feeling without use of words, that is called the non-verbal communication. For example, let me give a very simple example. We know the cricket match. Okay, in cricket match, the person is called umpire. Cricket umpire. There are the two umpires on the ground. They share the ideas with the help of their body. They use the specific sign to exchange the white ball, no ball, their leg by 4, 6. Okay, so what umpire do? He exchange the message without using the word. That is called the non-verbal communication. So we have different signs, different colors, okay, different symbols to exchange the message. That is called the non-verbal communication. As we know, the road, we have a road transportation message, RTOs, different sign, symbol. Okay, so they use the symbols to exchange the message. We have a traffic signals. Okay, in traffic signal, red color represents the stop, yellow color watch, green color go. So these are the type of non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication also divided between two types, that is body language communication and graphic language communication. When we exchange the message with the help of the body, in which hands, facial expression, eye contact, lips, that is all part of body, that is called the body language communication. Friend, do you know that the pantomime or mime play, in which the actor exchange the message without using the word with help of the facial expression, that is called the body language communication. Do you see the movies of Charlie Chaplin, Mr. Bean? Okay, they use facial expression, body language, body movement to exchange the message, that is called the body language non-verbal communication. Then another part is a graphic language communication, in which we use chart, map, graph to exchange the message, that is called graphic language communication. For example, the result of FYBA student, we declare in the chart, that is called the graphic language, or with the help of the graph, that is called the graphic language communication. Or we have Google Map. Map show us direction with the help of the graph or chart or direction, that is called the graphic language communication. So this communication takes place without use of word, that is called the graphic language communication. So non-verbal communication also divided between body language and graphic language communication. This is important. What happened that in non-verbal communication, more effective, more prominent way of exchanging message. So we must focus on the different signs and symbol we exchange through the this non-verbal communication. Okay. So communication skill, we are discussing the communication skill. We focus on the how in this chapter communication skill. The purpose behind this communication is that the student must learn to exchange the ideas. He must get the proficiency to exchange the ideas in English. Okay, so we have 5 subtopics, in which first topic is greetings. Greeting means when we meet the people at any occasion, we express the greetings. For example, hello, good morning. Then he replied, hi, good morning. Then I said, how are you? He said, I am fine. Then I said, what about you? I am fine too. So these greetings, hello, hi, good morning, how are you? What are you doing today? Okay, so are the greetings. Okay, you are going to ask the person, greet the people when we meet him or we encounter him. Okay, so greeting should be, there should be formal greeting when you appear any interview or any other year. Okay, so you first greet the people. You said the good morning. If there is a good afternoon, say good afternoon. If there is an evening, say good evening. Then you must ask about how are you, what about you, what are you doing nowadays. Okay, such kind of expression you have to use, that is called the greetings, or asking or feeling, or asking about the feeling of the people. The second important topic is the greeting or taking leaves. Taking leaves means most of the time when we speak with one another, we have to take leave to stop the conversation. We have to stop the communication skill. We can take an example. Suppose you meet your friend at the bus stop. Okay, you have some conversation, but at the end you have to leave your friend and go to your work. You have to take the proper leave. You have to take the proper permission to leave. That is called the taking leave. Let me give one more example. Suppose you meet friend. You say, hello, Raju. Raju say, yes, how are you? You say, I am fine. What about you? I'll say I am fine too. Then you discuss about different types, and when you want to leave your friend, you can say that Raju, I'm I must go now because my bus is on the board. Okay, so this is called the formal. You can taking permission to leave, or you can say Raju, I need to go now. I have to take my father at hospital. Simple. So John, I need to go now because I have to attend the lecture. So this is expression indicate that you are taking the formal leave from your friend. So taking leave is a very formal activity. It should be polite because you are, for example, you are speaking with you are discussing with your teacher about any topic, but instantly you acquainted that you know that you have to attend another lecture, so you can say, sir, thank you for your discussion, but I need to leave now because I have to attend another lecture. So this is a way you form taking leave or going away from the friend, that is called the taking leave. The second important topic in your communication skill is introducing yourself. This is a very important activity, friends, because when you go anywhere for anything, you go to interview or anywhere, you have to able to introduce yourself. You must able to express about yourself in front of the your audiences or your who will take your interview. Okay, for example, if I want to introduce myself, what to say? Hello, friends. My name is Firoz Nasiruddin Sheikh. I am working as assistant professor at Arts, Science and Commerce College in Dapur. Okay, this is called the short, very brief introduction. You can make the lengthy introduction also, if possible. Okay, but you should able to introduce yourself. Okay, so you are studying in F5A. If you met your teacher, how you introduce? Hello, sir. Good morning. I am XYZ. I am studying at Arts, Science and Commerce College for F5BA course. Finish. So this way you have to introduce yourself. Okay, so introduction is a skill, is activity, okay, in which you have to make yourself brief comment about yourself. Okay, if you want to lengthy comment, there's another option also. You have to make the detailed information about education qualification, your different skills are there. Okay, let me give one more example of introducing a lengthy introduction. Suppose I introduce myself. How can I make introduction? Hello friend, good morning. I am Professor Firoz Sheikh. I am working as assistant professor at Arts, Science and Commerce College in Dapur. I have completed ME from Savitribai Phule Pune University. I also did my MPhil from Savitribai Phule Pune University. Okay, I also qualified SET examination. I like to play cricket. My hobbies are playing cricket and listening music. Okay, then my aim is to become a lecturer or professor. So this way I can introduce myself. So this is called the lengthy or full information that need in your interview skill. Okay, so this is called the introducing yourself, in which you are able to express yourself in front of others. That is called the introducing yourself. The one more activity is that introducing people to one another. Okay, let's take example. Suppose I came to your home, okay, and then their father at your home, your father at your home. Okay, how you introduce me to your father and your father to me, this activity. So you are invitee, you are a host, you must introduce me to your father and your father, you must introduce your father to me. Okay, then what we'll do? Okay, if I come here at your home, you say, hello father, meet my teacher. He is Professor Firoz Sheikh. He is working at Arts, Science and Commerce College in Dapur. Okay, then I say, hello sir. Then again, hello papa, hello sir, meet my father, Mr. Ramdas Kadam. He is working at junior engineer at Infotech company. Finish. This is called the introducing one person to another person to one. Okay, this is called the introducing people one to another. So this active, whatever that in the many times, for example, you are hosting any program, you have to introduce your guest also. Okay, you are taking any part in any activities or in any function, you have to introduce guest or your family member, other member. So introducing is a very formal activity. You have to be make the proper polite introduction your about one to another. That is called the introduction to people to one to another. The next topic of is the making request. In our day-to-day activity, we have to ask lot of things from other person or make request. Okay. For example, if you want to hire bike from your friend, your brother or friend, you can say, "Hello, friend. Hello, XYZ John. Can you give me your bike?" Okay. "Hello, friend. Do you mind? Can I take your laptop?" So this is called the request. Okay. "Can you give me your mobile phone?" So you can take ask. This is polite request to the get to get anything from other friends. Okay. So suppose example you want books from me. Okay, I'm teaching you communication skill. You want a 5 compulsory English book from me. How will make the request for formal request? So you can say, "Hello, sir. Hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I'm studying compulsory English, but I don't have book right now. Can you please give me your book?" Simple. So you can making the request. Okay, you can make the request anytime. It was not for book, but there are thousands of things in the life you need. So while making the request should be polite. Start with the please. Do you mind if I take your this book or this mobile? Do you mind you give me a laptop? So this way of called the formal polite request, that is called the making request. Then is called asking for direction. Most of time when we go to any other place, we don't know the direction of the place, so you have to ask for direction in different way. For example, you went to the Pune, you got down at a Swargate, but you don't know about the Savitribai Phule Pune University. Then how you have to ask the other stranger to about the direction. For example, I don't know where to Pune University. So how I ask them, "Hello, sir. Do you mind if I ask you something? Take the permission to ask." Okay. They say yes. Do then say that, "Sir, can you tell me where to the Savitribai Phule Pune University?" Simple. "Sir, can you tell me where to the Savitribai Phule Pune University?" Okay. Then he may say that, "Yes. Go straight 1.5 kilometer. Then take left turn, then cover the distance 1.5 kilometer. Savitribai Phule Pune University will be front of you." So this may be response for your receiver, but your formal request for about direction, that should be formal. Okay, so when you are asked something, anything, there should be polite. Okay, you should take the please. "Sir, would you mind to tell me direction of this address, please?" Finish. So, okay, would you mind to tell me this address, please? "Sir, I am new." Okay, or another way, "Sir, I am new in this area. Okay, I don't know this address. Please, can you tell me?" Simple. So this is called the asking for direction or asking for address. Then one more topic is that making apology. Okay, sometimes happens that you promise something but you cannot able to commit it, or you are cannot able to accomplish it or do it. So you have to make the apology. For example, your friend invited you for birthday yesterday, but because of due to some reason you could not able to attend the birthday. It may happen that there is some reason that, but you have to make the polite apology. Okay, you can say that, "Hello, Raju. Hello, John. Okay, yesterday I went to hospital with my father, so I could not able to attend your birthday party. So I make polite. Please apologize me. Okay, please forgive me. Would not able to attend your birthday party." Simple is that. So this is called the apology. Okay, somewhere you are running in a business. Okay, or you while running a business, you send any damaged material to your customer. Okay, it may have customer, so customer complaint you, you have to make the apology. Okay, "Sorry, sir, if you send any damaged material, you can say, "Sorry, sir, we unknowingly we send the damaged material. I'm sorry for your inconvenience. Okay, please return the material. We will replace with good one or perfect one." Simple. This is called the making apologies. Okay, and next one is accepting apology. Right? If we make the apology, you must have that kind of uh, clarity about yourself to accept the apology. Okay, suppose your friend said that, "Hello, sorry for this inconvenience, or sorry for this thing, I could not able to attend the birthday party because I was with my father at the hospital. Okay, then you must say, oh, okay, doesn't matter at all, you must take care of your father. How was your father? How is your father? Okay, you must ask them. So this is called the accepting the apology. You must able to accept properly. So this is called the greetings, taking leave, then we have asking for direction, making formal request, making apology, accepting apology. These are the formal events of communication. These are some small events, but it represent your personality. It represent your culture. How you able to introduce yourself. How you able to introduce people one to another. How you able to greet the people. How you make the request. Okay, your polite request definitely make the receiver to accomplish it, to complete it. You can ask the direction, that should be polite. You can make the proper apology, that should be polite. Okay, and but you should able to accept the apology. So these are the small events of communication skill in a topic that make you to perform make you to perform communication skill properly, or use your knowledge, your skill to exchange the ideas. Okay. Friends, in today's session, we discuss the definition of communication, then different elements of communication such as a sender, receiver, channel, encoding, decoding, contacts, and feedback. Then also discuss the types of communication, in which formal communication, informal communication. Communication also divided between two types: verbal communication, non-verbal communication. Verbal communication also divided in two types: vocal and non-vocal communication. And non-verbal communication also divided between two types, that is body language and graphic language. We also focus on the different activities of communication such as greetings, taking leaves, then introducing oneself, introducing person to another person. Then we have making request, then making apologies, asking for the direction, accepting apologies. This we discuss in today's session. Friends, we discuss communication skill, but in next lecture we are going to focus on our grammar, in which we are going to focus articles such as there are three articles, a, and the, and usage of that articles. Then we are going to discuss the prepositions, preposition, usage of preposition in different situation. Then also we discuss the verbs, in which we discuss the transitive, intransitive, regular, irregular verb. And we are going to last where is punctuation marks. Okay, and how punctuation marks affect the communication, or what is important of punctuation mark in writing skill, that we discuss in the next lecture.